Hi guys and welcome back to Let's Play Encased. We are at the picnic neutral zone, revisiting an area we have been before, the incidents in Nashville. Let's talk to Galina Boscanova, a broad-shouldered dwarfish woman is carefully studying a semi-transparent plastic flask. This is Galina Boscanova, engineer.
I'm listening.
What are you prowling around for? Did you come here to bother me? I have business and I don't need any small talk. Inquire about the thing in her hand. Smell it. No thank you. It's a filter. Why does everything need to be explained to you? I needed it for some business of mine. Thing is, we had fresh water here, but it's long gone. Now this gizmo only pumps water. No, the water's bad, poisoned and undrinkable. I thought it was the filter, but no. Found a new one. Can you imagine? Installed it and right away it got gummed up with some nasty goo. Look, the well's over there. Where she doesn't specify, but it's buried. You need a shovel to dig it out. If you go a little further beyond the gas station, you'll see a sewer entrance. I've looked over the schematics. The sewer and the pump here seem to be connected to the well, but I'm not sure. I mean, we're all fighting for a common cause, so don't try and weasel out of this. Go find out what's going on with the water. I'm going to clear out the pump. Alright, we can deal with the problem. Or think about her offer. It sounds like we are locked in, or maybe a timer of sorts starts.
Later.
Let's make a save first.
Hello again.
Will you help me? Alright then, we will deal with the problem. Go already, the problem won't solve itself. Sewer entrance. Not on the map. Right, follow the pipes, I guess. This looks like an entrance of sorts. Buried concrete pipe. A locked buried concrete pipe. I think we have lockpicks available and actually enough skill. Amazing. The sewers. This is probably the issue. Level 13. Don't think we can actually kill that. combat, hand to hand 150. I'm almost sure we cannot handle that. Well, there are valves. Not sure if that actually helps. So combat is not an option. Maybe we can sneak and do something useful. Yeah, using the valves is an option, but I doubt that will solve the problem. This is also level 13. Necroid. A heap of swollen flesh oozing with liquid. It's just not doable at this stage. Anything here? More valves. But that's about it. It seems to be a dead end. Can get up the ladder though, but not sure if there's anything there. Let's make sure. And so 2 remaining valves, a dead body. Well, that's also not great if you have a dead body in your water source. Maybe that's the problem. Can we actually get there? Not really. Let's check upstairs. Nothing here. Well, you could get on high ground and try to shoot the enemy. The Necroid. I'm guessing though they can use ladders and then start using the 150 hand-to-hand combat and also 150 psionics. I think we'll need to save this for later. And Let's see if there's an actual time limit to deal with the poison well. There doesn't seem to be a time limit. Very good, then we'll just leave it for now. And I'm also looking for a rope. It looks like a rope, but it isn't. Right, let's wake up this guy. Piotr! Wake him up! You grab the black by the shoulder and shake him. When his eyes open, he's staring off into the distance. Morticia. Enough! Alright, I'm getting up. And he falls back asleep immediately. So cannot actually wake that guy up. Then we can also take a look in the basement here.
Don't touch my things.
Right. Could go in the basement in the diner. Anything on the roof of the diner? Let's check that out real quick and then we'll probably head to the swamp. Hopefully there are no Necroids level 13 there. Don't see a rope. Right, to the swamp it is. But first, let's revisit the bonfire. Actually, several guys. Maybe we can recruit one of them. Let's talk to Milton.
How can I help?
Wanna trade? So who are you guys? Where you're from? We're Smith and Sons Company from the Republic. You know, Carmine Heights. Well, I actually don't know, but we sell potatoes and onions. And we raise the crops ourselves. Trying to scratch up some coin for a truck. Because driving this bone shaker is a pain in the you-know-what. He has foodstuffs, but we're actually looking for a rope. Can we sell something? Do we want to sell something? Heaviest item I have is the flamethrower. Could maybe get rid of it. The fuel is also pretty heavy. Let's talk to Mike Smith.
What do you want?
I don't trade. Daddy does. Mike Smith.
Well, hello there.
Talk business with father. I just guard. There's another guy here. Emre Dogan. Small, dark-skinned guy bundled up in a worn-out jacket. Badge reads Emre Dogan. The sentry chews absently, gazing toward the misty
I'm
swamp.
listening.
You better not go there, it's dangerous. There's a...
Have a good one.
Yeah, hopefully not Necroids, level 13. Because then I have to go back. And travel to another area. Anomalous swamp. Shed. Grotto entrance. And we need to deal with the cockroach colony and also find Aaron Melville's leg. Duct tape. Electrical equipment. -2 initiative. Thanks to the encumbrance. Broken relic mechanism. Is that scannable? Damaged mobiles. A relic battle machine. Mobile biomechanical sentinel. Yeah, it's probably another enemy we can't defeat currently. Night Roach, also level 13. Yeah, I'm kinda thinking that this picnic area is actually for later. We are level 4, level 5. Broken car. This car obviously ran off a cliff. The windshield is smashed and the interior covered in bloodstains and black mold. Yeah, that's impossible. Is there anything else we can do on this map? Check out the grotto. But I assume that there are also enemies there we cannot face. Well, the main quest did give us the hint that we needed to go north. Junktown. Your path lies in Junktown. Right, totally overlooked this, the well. It might be just an alternative way to get into the sewers. At any rate, we cannot enter. We have muscle 1. Eight required. Thinking about selling the flamethrower actually. Let's see what the abilities are. Flamethrower, napalm, spray and fireball. And this is actually an AoE. Alright, that's sounds pretty good actually. So just keep it and hopefully we can do something about the encumbrance. Maybe unlock the second relic. We have another one of these, so that will help. For now I'm leaving this map. And maybe get to Junktown then. That's probably our designed destination. Junktown slums. This is where we originally came from. You can also check out this area. But let's follow the script, I guess, and get to Junktown. Take us 9 hours. And will increase fatigue quite a bit, but we have a medicine for that. So let's go. An eternal twilight seems to hang over these swamps. Thick vapor clouds, the light and the glimmering greenish sparks remind you of fireflies. Not the local carnivores, but the harmless insects of the outside world. An unidentifiable sound breaks the marsh dead silence, drawing your attention to several figures moving the reeds. Moving among the reeds. Well, we probably should avoid them. Try to quietly pass by. Luck is on your side. You manage to sneak past without any trouble. You make sure no one is chasing you and keep walking. Very good. Junktown slums.
The hum in your head that's accompanied you from the moment you left Nashville and had almost fallen silent since suddenly returns. Barely able to stay on your feet, you look around. The road took you to a strange slum of rusty iron roofs. Above them, you can clearly see a faintly glowing column of blue light, just like in the first vision that visited you shortly after you awoke. Somewhere in these slums is the unknown, but apparently important goal of your journey.
Alright. So, while roving the wilderness, you had a vision. Judging by it, your path lies in Junktown, where we are right now. The roadside picnic staging post has changed a lot since your last visit. It's now the neutral zone named Picnic. So around level 13 we can return there. And right now we have reached the borders of Junktown. The visions turned out to be prophetic. You found the city, or rather Junktown, a rundown district in the outskirts. The city itself is quarantined. You won't be able to get inside in the near future. As soon as you arrive in Junktown, the visions returned again. In the image that flashed before your eyes, you recognize one of the buildings of the Junktown. It remains to understand why your consciousness so persistently leads you to it. It remains difficult to understand, maybe. But apparently we cannot get in this city, which has a election coming soon. Roy Oldie.
Come on in. The city's already under...
The soldier's face is wrapped in a neckerchief to protect it from sand, and his eyes are hidden behind sunglasses. His entire uniform is coated in desert dust, and the letters on the metal badge are barely readable. Roy Oldie, guard.
I'm listening.
For the moment you can stay here. The city is already under quarantine, but there's still space in Junktown. Let's inquire about the quarantine. They say Maelstrom began to expand, which hadn't happened for a long time. That's why the quarantine was declared. Citizens must remain in the city, and not the citizens, and those who didn't have time to relocate, are all here in Junktown. Fortunately, we have the emulator. To be completely honest, I don't really believe this thing works, but it's better than nothing, right?
Good luck.
So they have a emulator, whatever that is. Katarzyna Belitskaya.
A dirty and exhausted-looking woman in a white wing uniform rushes up to you. She clutches your hand in a death grip.
You're my last hope. Please. Please, please, please.
The woman stares at you imploringly. Katarzyna Belitskaya, relic registration specialist, is printed on her faded badge.
Wait and see what she has got to say.
The white interprets your silence as a willingness to listen. She hugs you so fiercely that for a second you forget how to breathe.
Thank you. I just know you're a good person. If you won't help me, nobody will, and I'll just die. Die here, amongst these.
Katarzyna pulls herself together.
I've been banished from the city. From Magellan. They took my Selectron and stripped me of my citizenship. No one wants to help me. Everyone's afraid they'll end up like me. All because of that damn Nakamura and her laws.
Belitskaya looks upon you with new hope.
But you'll help me for sure, won't you? I need to get to Magellan, and you can lead me there. You have a Selectron, I see it. It's hanging right there by your belt.
Alright. Possibly a companion. An active companion. Ask how they could possibly banish someone from Magellan. Why did you lose your citizenship? Find out more about Nakamura. Let's do that first.
The white is surprised by this. Katarzyna smiles nervously. She seems to think you're kidding.
Are you serious? Are you a time traveler by any chance? Or maybe you've been in stasis the last few years. Kimiko Nakamura usurped power from the committee right after the incident. Now we all live by her rules.
And we are actually a time traveler of sorts. Or at least we have been in stasis. Observe that in legal terms, Nakamura must have had serious justification to claim power.
Belitskaya looks away.
Well, she didn't literally seize power. When Maelstrom appeared, communication with the outside vanished and the spire collapsed. No one knew what to do. Kimiko organized the evacuation of Concord. She accommodated the staff in Magellan. Of course, Kronos' board voted to make her chairwoman. What does it matter how she came to power anyway? She gets to strut around like a big boss and people like me suffer.
Katarzyna flings her hands up desperately.
So how could they possibly banish someone from Magellan?
Katarzyna obviously doesn't understand your question.
What do you mean, how? They took my Selectron and threw me out into the desert. It really is that simple.
Question whether the decision was really so arbitrary. Wherever Kronos is in control, bureaucracy reigns. Tell Katarzyna you know she's lying. Show some empathy and ask about something else. Now we are going with the brainy option. Was this decision really so arbitrary?
The white frowns bitterly. She's not happy to be caught in her lie.
Well, it wasn't exactly like that. There was a trial, and I was offered either prison or loss of citizenship. What was I supposed to do? Go to jail? I'd never survive being locked up with a bunch of oranges.
Katarzyna flings her hands in the air desperately.
Right, why did you lose your citizenship?
The White's face falls, and she hurriedly looks away.
It's these new rules they've enacted. Commit any offense at all, and you're no longer a full rights member of society.
Right, conviction 40, charm 40. Let's talk about something else.
Belitskaya nods readily.
Yes, yes, of course. Ask.
Return to her request and ask what she specifically wants from me.
The White taps the Selectron hanging by her belt.
Please, guide me to Magellan. I just need to get to the station.
So we're willing to help, but not for free. We need some time to consider the request. Or we can tell her that we will not risk losing citizenship if we help her. Well, we'll help you for free, I guess. It's a White Wing colleague, after all.
The White lunges forward to wrap her arms around you again.
My goodness, thank you. I'll tell everyone in Magellan what a beautiful person you are.
Right, so reputation increased, I guess.
She looks back at the city behind the wall.
So do we have a deal? Come on. I can't wait to return to Magellan.
Right, active companion. Companion control, let's quickly check. The codex maybe. A companion has joined you. You can control the companions directly by using the function keys to select them. You can also use something else to switch between them. To make a companion stand in place, click on the chain icon, right, so connect, disconnect. And they will remain waiting for you. Relationship with companions. They have their own values, concerns and interests. A companion who has full trust in you will reveal all the secrets of their past. But if you ruin the relationship, he or she will leave the party. Alright. They can be controlled directly and they can perform most of the actions available to the player. Very good. Let's check out the skills. High-tech weapons. Unsurprisingly, since she is a White Wing science type. And she has medicine and science, so the default White Wing abilities. Does not really help me, or I guess it would be better to have a Black Wing or Blue Wing or another character as a companion. But alright. Weapons. Level 3 weapon. That's a decent weapon. A cryo laser. And we have a combined maximum carrying capacity, apparently very good. So a single inventory, shared inventory. Do we have maybe... Well, I can unequip this. It's not needed anymore, and maybe get this thing we found in the beginning, defense class +4. That's quite an increase from 7. Put that on Dr. Phantasm and Katarzyna. How many action points? 8 action points. Well, this is nice and all, but precision -15. Resilience -18. Not worthwhile. Can give her the flamethrower. So spray and napalm. And let's check the reputation. I think it was 15, so not increased. Reputation with the companions is not available. No companions, apparently. Right. Let's get going, but I'll probably make a cut here. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.